All right, chapter 7 review. The first problem says a cruise ship is carrying a total of 4,971 people. Each lifeboat can carry a maximum of 150 people. What is the minimum amount of lifeboats needed for the ship? Okay, what are we going to do here, Bella?
You need to divide by 150 so you can find out the number.
Mm-hmm. So in this chapter, we are allowed to use a calculator, but in case we didn't, I am going to have us write out how we would do this. Okay, can 150 go into 4? No. Can it go into 49?
No.
Can it go into 497?
Yes.
Yes. How many times? 3? Okay, so I'm going to do 150 times 3. I get 0, 15, and 4. Okay, so it can go into that 3 times, and that's 450. Subtract, we get 7 and 4. How many times can 150 go into 471? 3 times. And I know I'm going to have some remainder. Yeah, so let's think about the common sense here. With a lifeboat, can you have a fraction of a lifeboat? No, you can only have whole lifeboats. Otherwise, you're doomed, okay? So if we have 33 and some remainder, so that means 33 boats, and then we need a little bit more, how many lifeboats do we need?
33.
Yeah, because would 33 be enough? No. So we need how many? 34. Anybody know of a ship that didn't have enough lifeboats?
Yep.
The Titanic. Say it so positively. Yay! Huh? Well, a lot of people survived. Okay, refocus. Okay, number 2. How are we going to solve number 2? Bella. Order of operations. What is P in PEMDAS? Parentheses. Are there any parentheses? Nope. Okay, what's E in PEMDAS? E is exponents. Are there any exponents? Yes. 4 to the power of 2 is what? It's 16 because it means 4 times 4. So 3 times 16 plus 6 divided by 2. Okay, are there any more exponents? Nope. So then what do we do?
Divide and multiply.
Multiply and divide is the same step. We do it from left to right. Okay? So we're going to do 3 times 16. 48. Okay? Plus, and then 6 divided by 2.
3.
Okay? And then our final step, we have addition and subtraction from left to right. So we'll just do 48 plus 3, which is 51. Very good. Number 3, what is the volume of the package? How do we find the volume of something? Ahan?
Multiply base times height times width.
Yeah, base times width times height. Or length times width times height, whichever. Okay? What's my base?
10.
Okay, sure. Length, we'll say L. I'm going to turn this into an L because there is a problem where it's going to matter. So 8 is our length. What's our width?
6.
Width is 10. Height? Okay. All right, so I'm going to do 8 times 6 first, and I'll show you why. What's 8 times 6? 48 times 10. Whenever you multiply something by 10, you just add a 0 at the end. Okay, so what is it? 480 inches cubed. When we're talking about volume, that is 3D space. So your dimension should be 3D, which means to the power of 3. Number 4, a housing community started with 60 homes. In each of the following years, 8 more homes were built. Let Y represent the number of years that have passed since the first year, and let N represent the number of homes. Write an equation that shows the relationship between N and Y. So when we are writing an equation that shows the relationship between 2 variables, that means we are going to have an equal sign, and we will have a variable on either side, okay? So Y is going to be on one side, N is going to be on the other, but we're not just going to say Y is equal to N, right? Because that's not true. Yeah. Sure. Let me try to explain it a little bit. Okay. So how many homes did we start with? 60. Are there any more homes?
Yeah.
Yes. Every year, how many are added? 8. 8 per year means 8 times the amount of years. Do we know how many years there were? No. We know that it's going to be represented by y. So 8 times y. Okay? And what is that going to equal?
6 years.
It's going to equal n, right? Because n is the number of houses that are built. So using this equation, if I said, okay, 5 years have gone by, we would put 5 in for 8. 8 times 5 is 40, plus 60, that would be 100 homes after 5 years. Okay?
Yeah, but kind of place it wrong.
Oh, do they have it backwards?
Yeah, it's
Okay. That's, I mean, it's just in reversed order, right? Oh, it's even more in reversed order.
Yeah.
All of these mean the same thing. All right, number 5. What is the value of m that makes this equation true? So how am I going to solve this? Bella?
You put a line in the middle.
Line. Okay. And how do I get m by itself?
By putting times 4.
Divide both sides by 4. And we're left with m equals 6 divided by 4, which you do have a calculator. What is it?
1.5.
1.5. All right, number 6. This was our favorite chapter of the entire school year. Everyone loved this one. Sorry. So it says, find the surface area of the square pyramid. Who remembers how to find the surface area of a shape or of a 3D figure?
Okay. So you do the base times height divided by 2 because it's a triangle. Oh no, actually no, that's a different thing. That's the flat thing. Never mind. Okay. So you do the base times itself.
Okay.
And then you multiply all the triangles by base and the height, and then you divide by 2 and then multiply by.
Hey, nice job. I followed along with that. So I was hoping you were just going to say the general direction of it, but you went and basically said the whole thing. So you find the area of each individual shape. How many shapes make up this picture? 5. Okay. We have a base, which is what shape?
Square.
A square. And then we have what coming up out of the square? Triangles. How many of them are there?
4.
Are they all the same?
Yeah.
Yes, because they're connected to a square, that means they're all the same. So we're going to find the area of the square first, which is just base times height. What is the base? What's the height?
5.
It's a square. 3 and 3. 3 times 3 equals 9. Okay, circle that. The area of the triangles. So how do we find the area of a triangle? Base times height divided by 2. Okay, so what's the base length of the triangles? What's the height of the triangles? Okay, and then we do what with that? Divide it by 2. Okay, and then what do we get when we do that? 7.5. From here, that's the area of one triangle. How many are there?
4.
So we're going to multiply this by 4. And what do we get?
30.
Oh, 30.
And then you
Okay, so the 4 triangles equals 30. Circle that. What's my final step? Add the square to the 4 triangles. What's 9 plus 30? 39 what? Inches squared, because we're doing area, which is 2-dimensional. Okay.